The RSPCA was founded in a London coffee shop in 1824. Since then we have fought for the rights of welfare and animals all across the UK.
No matter their size, shape or origin, from goldfish to cats to rodeo bulls, we are here to help those in need of proper care and attention.
The volunteers and workers have put in huge effort over the years on changing the attitudes of pet owners and people who work with animals
and help turn us into a nation of animal lovers that we are known the world over for.
With over 18,000 reported cases of animal abuse across the UK every month, we need your help now more than ever.
I'm Carrie Stoker, I'm 26. At the moment I live in Leicester, but I'm originally from Australia, lived there for 2 years, then moved up to West Yorkshire, Halifax. And since uni age I've been kind of living in London, Northampton, and finally settled in Leicester at the RSPCA Woodside.
She originally came into us on the 27th of November. She came in with her sister, with a shepherd who has since gone home. Both came in from a house because there were lots of pets, we will say, lots of cats. And the main problem with Molly and her sister was extreme nervous behaviour, as you've just seen some of. She copes really well in kennels, to be honest, because they'd never been taken out of the house, they'd never had collars on, they didn't know what leads were. So she's done really well. So the main issue with Molly is finding something to see through the nervous barking. We are looking for an adult home for her, so no kitties, and no other pets. Surprisingly, although she lives with lots of other animals, she's far more happy and confident on her own. And then obviously Tanona can bond with her a lot better, a lot more work. And that's Molly's story.
We used to do a lot of walking and seeing like the horses and the cows when we were out. I would always actively go up and say hello to them when I was young. The first time that I did something like that, I think I was quite young, and my mum asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a farmer, because I just want to work with animals. At where I work at the moment, when we get the really kind of cruelty cases that come in, and when they come in they are just so unhappy, and you know they are depressed and they're not themselves, and when you kind of look after them and bring them round to being the animal that they were before, that is the most rewarding thing.
Try to live within our fears, and hide the truth behind the lies. Oh, the lies. Subdue the memory of your tears. Hate takes men and makes them blind. Suspicion like the water flow.
experiences are when an animal comes in and it's really quite poorly. So we get quite a lot of road traffic accident cats that come in, and sometimes they have fractured pelvises or their legs are broken. That's not the best part of it. But their legs are broken and they're not in a good way, but it's my job to make sure that I can get them through that. So I arrange all the veterinary care. So if they need an operation, I sort that out. If they need pain relief, I make sure that's sorted for them. And I will get them through that to the point where they're fully vaccinated and eventually they are up for rehoming. And then, you know, my favourite part of the job is meeting their new owners and watching them take the animals away. But that does really tie in closely with the worst part of the role, is seeing some of the atrocious conditions that the animals come in. And the worst part is when it's so easily preventable.
Predominantly it's dogs and cats, but we also do birds, smalls, rabbits, rats, any kind of rodents. We do ferrets, chickens, so it's quite a varied lot. The most work goes into the cats and the dogs. We're very good at rehoming cats at the moment. Dogs are slightly more difficult. We've experienced, like any other animal centre, an influx of particularly difficult breeds over the last 12 months. But here at Woodside, all of our staff are fully trained in behavioural work, so we invest quite heavily in our staff. And what that means for the animals, especially the dogs, is when they arrive here, they're put on an enrichment programme nutritionally, but they're also worked with every day and assessed by our expert team of staff, which means that the animal recuperates far quicker and the rehabilitation process is much more successful. The statistic I've always rated us as a charity on is our return rate of animals once rehomed. And our return rate is around about 9%, which is extremely low for an animal rescue centre. And I think that just bears out how hard we work as a charity with our animals, and the successful ethos that I have about Woodside is a Woodside animal is a quality animal and seldom comes back to us. Since being established in 1881 under the presidency of the then Duke of Rutland, the RSPCA has continued to care for animals in Leicestershire for the past 133 years.
In 1975, the Leicestershire branch moved to its current location on Scudamore Road and became known as Woodside Animal Centre.
Built on a former World War I airstrip, this 4-acre site has made a significant contribution to animal welfare in Leicestershire.
In the past 10 years alone, Woodside has rehomed 36,240 animals. Although it's proudly part of the branch network of the RSPCA, Woodside Animal Centre is entirely self-funding charity and receives no financial support from the government or national society. Therefore, we are highly reliant on the donations we greatly receive from generous people of Leicestershire.
With a rise of 34% in cruelty cases alone last year, the charity only just managed to cope with the amount of animals that came into its care.
with the trend predicted to rise even further, it simply means that it gets harder every year to help the animals that need us. Your generosity will allow an already busy animal centre to take on more animals.
Coupled with our enrichment and behavioural expertise, thanks to you, we will increase our capability to rehome more animals than ever before, as well as enabling the charity to continue its good works for the next 40 years.